Azuki Elements, the most anticipated event in Web3, is dropping in 15 minutes. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you my honest thoughts about Azuki Elements. We're going to be discussing some of the FUD around this new collection. And also, I have my ledger here and we're going to be minting this NFT collection together. Now, the main reason why I'm making this video is, as builders, there is something to learn out of success stories from other projects. And Azuki is arguably the second most successful NFT project in the history of Web3, behind Bored Ape Yacht Club and the entire Yuga Labs ecosystem. And hey guys, full transparency, I myself am an Azuki holder, but obviously I am doing this video out of pure passion. I'm just a nerd who's passionate about building brands in Web3. And I strongly do believe, whether you're an Azuki holder or not, there's a lot of things to learn from this video. So me being an insider and having access to the community, having access to the Discord, and having access to the Mint gives me an opportunity to share my experience with you and from you to learn from this experience so you can apply that within your project. So really the main questions we're going to be exploring is, what is the strategy behind this new launch? You know, Azuki already has their main collection, Azuki, they have Beanz, and now they're going to have their third collection, Elements. And number two, by minting this collection together, what I would like us to go through as builders is kind of experience, what does the minting experience look like behind such a successful project? What does the community sentiment look like? We're going to be going on Discord, seeing how does the community feel about things, how is the community engaging, what are some of the security protocols that have been put in place on Azuki's Discord leading up to the mint, as well as what does the website minting experience look like in terms of the UX, the UI, and just the gas war that is probably going to be happening the moment we decide to mint this collection. Now, honestly, I feel very excited about this collection. It's been a while I haven't minted an NFT project, and seeing this is definitely refreshing. And simply from the sentiment that I've been seeing on Twitter as well as on Discord, you can see that the community sentiment has been overall positive. However, obviously there has been some FUD circulating around, especially right here in front of me. I have the CEO of Unfungible, my business partner, Crypto Kermit, who is a Beanz holder, made a Twitter thread about the Azuki ecosystem with the headline, "Azuki may have fumbled their bags." And this post almost got 500,000 impressions. This thread did a very good job at reflecting some of the overall negative sentiment that has been felt by the Beanz community. In a nutshell, the Beanz community all of a sudden feels like they've become the third collection, not too dissimilar from Bored Ape Kennel Club, which is the third collection in the Yuga Labs ecosystem, which pretty much has no utility, as in only the unpopular cousin of Bored Ape that is just popular because it's the cousin of Bored Ape. So that's a little bit what the sentiment of Beanz has to say, and this thread pretty much details that sentiment. Before I get into this topic, Crypto Kermit, if you're watching this video, my man, you're my business partner. We're supposed to be on the same team. Why are you there fumbling my bags? But hey, listen, the main argument behind the worries that have been coming out of the Azuki ecosystem, whether that's the Azuki holders or the Bean holders, is that a new collection is only going to dilute the ecosystem even more. So the more supply you have with the fixed demand that we have right now during the bear market, no new people are coming in. It's a stable pool of people that are buying. So we're pretty much going to see more supply, and this is going to cause the prices of the entire ecosystem to pretty much dump. And although this theory is true, we have seen again and again that sometimes deploying a second collection actually does great for the ecosystem in terms of building the IP, in terms of building the brand. It definitely has for Bored Ape Yacht Club or D-Gods, for example. With Mutant Ape Yacht Club, what Yuga Labs were able to do is introduce 20,000 new collections into the Yuga ecosystem with a more competitive price range. Yes, you might say 10 ETH is not that competitive, but it is definitely more competitive than a 40, 50 ETH price. And what this has done, it has grown the community, because I like to think about this. I saw this analogy from NFT Statistics on Twitter, which is NFT collections are like clubs. Everyone wants to go to the popular clubs, and there's no point of having a club that is so exclusive that you're kicking people out. You're not letting them come in simply because you're too exclusive and you can't fit more people in. So by opening up your ecosystem, you're all of a sudden allowing more people in, which is more people that get the chance to experience your ecosystem, talk to their friend about it, convince their friend, And who knows, maybe someone starts in the general section and then works their way up to all of a sudden having a private area with the table service. So that's a little bit how it works. We've seen that with Mutant, people who buy a Mutant. For them, the natural evolution as they make more money in this space is to invest in a Bored Ape. Same thing we've seen with Dust Labs, with Utes and DGods. DGods is a very powerful community, but Utes is, my personal opinion, a lot louder. They show much stronger community spirit. The top content creators in the NFT space are Ute holder. And whenever I scroll on Twitter and I see a banger thread, there's a high probability that this is written by a Ute holder. So what that does is that it creates brand exposure to the entire Dust Lab ecosystem. And this most likely would not have been possible without the introduction of that secondary collection. Now, what I'm saying is, in most cases, diluting your ecosystem with more supply negatively impacts it. But there is that 2% of projects that are primed for that. These are the projects that are kicking people out simply because they can't host any more people in that nightclub. These projects, I would say, are primed to launching a secondary collection and having the capacity to welcome new people into their ecosystem. So those are my personal thoughts about the FUD that has been circulating. You can see right here, I am on the Azuki Discord chat, and the sentiment has been overall very positive. People seem to be excited. We're only 9 minutes away from the mint. Oh my God, it's happening. And the sentiment has been overall positive. One of the security measures that the Azuki team put in place was turning off link sharing. So before, people could drop a link, whether that's to Twitter, whether that's to a website. But today, people do not have the capacity, even Azuki holders that are verified, because this is only the Azuki verified chat, do not have the capacity to doing that. So that is one security measure they have. Another thing they've been doing is pretty much sharing the smart contract. They've taken a screenshot of all the wallets that have the capacity to minting. They've shared the contract address for the Azuki Element transaction, and they were basically reminding the community of basic security measures. And they were telling people like, hey, we are going to be a victim of many scam attempts. So make sure that if we do publish an announcement, double check that both on Discord and our website. If you see something on Twitter that is not published on Discord and the website, that means there's an inconsistency and something is off. So being that clear, that transparent is respectable, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of things you can't control. Now, one thing I do want to discuss, and this is something we've seen come up again and again, especially in the Azuki/Beanz chat, which is Bean holders feeling like they are going to become the third collection in the ecosystem of Azuki. Not too dissimilar from Bored Ape Kennel Club, which is just sitting there, has no utility in and of itself. Personally, it does seem like Beanz has its own roadmap ahead. So for example, we've recently seen Shiru Labs and IPX announce a strategic partnership to work on the IP business of Beanz specifically. So right here, if we are to look at this article by Yahoo Finance, this paragraph right here. So starting with the progress of Shiru Labs retail business regarding the NFT IP Beanz, the synergy between IPX expertise and Shiru Lab based IP influences anticipated to draw significant attention within the industry. So pretty much this IP partnership is going to be focused towards Beanz. So it seems like Beanz have their own roadmap. They have their own business plan, and Azuki has their separate one, obviously with some overlaps. So here are my main two thoughts regarding the FUD, whether that's the dilution of the Azuki ecosystem, or number two, Beanz becoming the third wheeler collection of Shiru Labs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It is 12:59 my time. We are literally 1 minute away from the mint. If we are to scroll to, you can see people are, look at that, look at that, look at this sentiment. So let's fucking go. You can see this, the chat is live. The chat is alive. People are definitely excited. Let's wait for the main announcement. All right. I haven't seen a Discord chat like that. It's been ages. So this is definitely refreshing. This is definitely exciting. I definitely feel pumped about this. Let's go. So it's mint time, baby. Let's go. All right, announcement is here. Pre-sale is now open to Azuki holders at azuki.com. /elementals. So let me connect my ledger right here. Boom, here we go. So we have 9 minutes, 12 seconds left. If we are to take... So ladies and gentlemen, what I'm doing here is I'm checking Etherscan to see how many NFTs have been minted. So right here we can see in the first, literally in the first 30 seconds, they have been 400 transactions, 2 ETH, 2 ETH, 4 ETH, 6 ETH, 2 ETH values. So if we refresh again, you can see 500 transactions, already $3 million. I can't believe that. They've already made $3 million on their mint. Let me take a... Perfect. If we were to refresh again, 500 mints. So if we were to go to Azuki Elements, let me just double check the chat. So not working, getting an error, what's happening? Guys, got it. Just keep refreshing until page appears, then patiently click mint till it works. Perfect, perfect. I can't mint. Minted. Refresh the page, spammers. It's not fixed, got it. Let's see Azuki right here. So the pre-sale, azuki.com/elements. Let me make sure I'm on the right page, azuki.com/elements. Perfect, we got 6 minutes left. Let's see how many were minted. So we've already made 1,000 transactions. Let's go and let's connect our wallet. So MetaMask. Perfect, here we are. Now we can mint. Error, too many R's. Let me connect this wallet. We are connected. You could see we have 2 ETH with 1 Azuki in it. Let's connect. All right, so it's still loading. I cannot bro. Still too many requests. Loading shit. Personally, I do find that surprising that their website did crash, especially considering that only 1,000 have been minted, so 1.5K. Although it's a lot of money, on the front end, it's not a lot of mints. It's not a lot of requests. So it is surprising that the website has crashed like that. I'm sure the team's working on it. Let's see. Let's reload. Still can't mint. Perfect, here we are. We're about to mint. So gas fee, only $13. Let's mint. Boom. Failed to start mystery bean transaction. Okay, so we did it mint or not? Contract interaction failed. Let's try again. Network is busy. Gas price might be higher. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Can't believe this. Perfect. Let's confirm. Can't believe this. Let's put aggressive. Because I know if it goes into the... If it goes into the Beanz sale, it's gonna be impossible to mint. Only 4 seconds left. Fuck. No way, so it just sold that? Fuck me, man. This is crazy. So, Azuki Elements sold that, and I wasn't able to mint. So, 15 minutes later, Azuki Elements sell out, and I wasn't able to mint. But hey, at least I received one for free from the Azuki airdrop. So let's head over and see the reveal on OpenSea. So here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be waiting for my elementals to reveal. Overall, you can see from the Discord sentiment that a lot of people are excited. There's a lot of excitement. A lot of people are also disappointed that they didn't have the chance to mint, especially I can understand. Especially the Beanz, it's a 20K collection. None of them were able to mint. But hey, let's look at that. So the Azuki Elements have been sold out in the pre-sale. With the entire allocation going to the Azuki and Beanz community, there will be no public sale. Trading and reveal will open shortly. So if we are to load this page, let's see, your unrevealed Azuki Elementals are loading. So while we wait for my Elementals beans to load before they get to reveal, oh, so here it is. This is my Elementals bean. Reveal is about to check back in a bit. So tuning some things, check back in a bit. This is going to reveal into our Elementals. So overall, ladies and gentlemen, here are my personal thoughts now that we've gone through the mint phase. It is a little bit disappointing that I wasn't able to mint the collection, although I do have the beans. I did want to mint a second one, and I can see that the community also shares some of that sentiment. You can see Yacht Dog right here said, ain't gonna lie, for the first time since mint, I'm generally disappointed here. Loaded up an Azuki and ETH to mint both phases, but I got nothing but loading. If I lose a gas war, then I'm fine, but to not even get to the opportunity, man, been here since mint, and on the back of an incredible time in Vegas, that shit hurts bad. So I do have to agree, it was annoying, the fact that just the page, the website wasn't loading, especially seeing everyone else having the ability to mint. And the fact that they tried to squeeze everyone in that 10-minute window, it wasn't cool. You know, this could have been prevented by just extending the mint from a 10-minute to perhaps a 20-minute, 30-minute. But hey, they wanted to create that FOMO effect, and it led to the website crashing and the Azuki community feeling left out a little bit, especially for technical issues. You know, I was ready to mint. One thing I do have to say, with all this traffic, I do have to say that it is impressive that the cost of gas, when I was prompted to mint, was only $13. It shows a lot about the effectiveness of the ERC 721A smart contract. So now all we can do is just wait and see the reveal of our Azuki Elementals. So you can see this guy right here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 Elementals. It's crazy. Also, for example, we have Diana Carvalho saying Rose, them, I would assume 2 mods, so community managers. It would be nice to have some kind of explanation to phase 2 minters. Site was bugged. I know people minted and stuff, but it was like a really bad experience for Azuki ecosystem. GG and thanks. And here's an answer from a community manager, which, by the way, which is a good case study of how to deal with feedback from the community. I hear how stressful it was. Totally understandable to feel frustration. If you couldn't mint, I'm collecting feedback and making sure it is heard across the team. So I like this answer. It acknowledges people's emotion, and it says what actions are going to be taken from that. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, 3 hours after selling out. We are finally ready for the reveal. So right here, I am on the announcement section of Azuki, and you can see Azuki Elementals can now be revealed and traded. Azuki.com/elementals. So I'm here right now, and you can see I have 1 token, number 4057. And if I am to click on this, what is going to happen? So 5,000, look at these. Should we take the red bean? And then if I drop it here, reveal. There we go. Let's see. Let's see how that is going to reveal. Ooh, I'm gonna have to pay tax. I'm gonna have to pay gas. So let me pull out my ledger. Okay, confirm. Oh no, you may have cancelled or something may have gone wrong. So make sure ledger is plugged in and select the Ethereum. So while we wait for my NFT to reveal, this is what the sentiment is looking like on Discord. So you can see these are what the Azuki Elementals look like, which, to be honest, seems to look incredibly similar to the existing Azuki NFTs. So my question is here, what differentiates original Azukis versus the now diluted supply of the Elementals? Especially that one, for example, doesn't look very different than my Azuki. Has the same jawline, almost the same glasses, almost the same hair. This is getting me to think, ladies and gentlemen, like if we are to look at my Azuki right here versus that one, it pretty much has the same trait. Almost looks like there were new traits added within the Azuki ecosystem. So this honestly is getting me worried. As we look right here, for some reason, I'm still waiting for my metadata to refresh. If we are to go on the Azuki collection itself, you could see the collection has dumped over the last couple hours. If we look at the last 24 hours, this is what happened right at the reveal. So on 11 ETH floor price, if we are to look on the sentiment, the overall sentiment on Discord, I don't know what I think. Ilal, actually, GG to Azuki. Congratulations, everyone. Azuki is at 8 ETH down from all-time high this month. Dan, did they really just drop the ball this badly? Do we think they will announce something? Did they produce something tangible with insane capital given their first mint? So, oh man, it does seem like the community is a little bit skeptical. I do have to say, why did this happen regarding the... Because now all of a sudden there are our Azuki's, a 10k supply, all of a sudden has another 20k brothers and sisters that are circulating in the garden. So I do think they messed up on that one move, which is incredibly unfortunate. It is very unfortunate. I personally do think this is going to cost them quite some authority and quite some brand credibility. I don't know what to think about this, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, for some reason I have to troubleshoot the reveal of my Azuki. So these are my closing thoughts regarding the Azuki mint. It could have gone better, especially considering that Azuki could have had a shot at becoming the #1 NFT collection, considering that Bored Ape is having its own share of FUD. Azuki was primed to becoming the #1 NFT collection, but I do have to say, after the last 4-hour experience within the Azuki ecosystem, whether that's with the mint, whether that's with the website crashing, whether that's now with the reveal, all of a sudden the whole Azuki IP is pretty much fucked. Because why would a brand pay an Azuki holder, for example, X amount of money if they can all of a sudden access a very similar art that is as aesthetically pleasing for so much cheaper? I do think this was a big stumble of Azuki. On my side, I will have to keep an eye on the chessboard, see what is happening, see how is it that they are going to navigate this. Again, I know that the Azuki team is smart. They know what they're doing, and I'm sure they're going to find a way to overcome this. Could this take a hit on the holders? It already has. Floor price is at its lowest that it has been in over the last 2 quarters. So hey, let's wait and see. I will definitely be looking at the situation and learning from that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you find value in that, and I shall see you in the very next video. All right, see you soon.